or else I'm going to end up having to repeat ourselves 1,000,001 times,
Yeah.
which I've already felt like I've done this morning.
I think we explained what cash alternatives is all the time on every single prize. Obviously, we went into the lodge.
Wait until people
join.
Yeah, because then you'll get people asking what's about.
Yeah.
So obviously the lodge is on the site at the moment for £9.99, as it has been for about 4 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's been about a month.
Yes.
Yeah.
We put it up for about 4 weeks ago. It's due to end this Friday, which it will be ending this Friday at 7 p.m. No, we do not extend or put sales on.
I'm not sure if it's 7 or 8. I can't remember.
One of the two, 7 or 8. We don't extend. We spoke about doing a mini draw, but we've always said we don't do mini draws here. One, because it takes up so much of your time, and two, because we had a lot of people, hundreds of people complaining that people that won mini draws had a better advantage at winning the prize, which I understand completely. So we just decided against doing that. So we didn't want to put a cash alternative on the lodge. One, because we can't afford to keep the lodge ourselves. So if the winner takes a cash alternative, we then have to think about what we have to do with it, whether we try and sell the lodge, whether we have to rent the lodge out, etc., etc. We have commitments ourselves through our other business that we have been doing, along with all these cars that we have to purchase outright. Mm-hmm. So for now, 100 grand is the very max, which we didn't even want to put on the lodge.
No, we didn't even want to. Nobody, the lodge park didn't want to buy it back, obviously, because they're selling them. We've asked around and all that, obviously.
If anyone else wants to put the cash alternative on the lodge, feel free, message.
Yes.
You know,
we don't want the lodge.
If you want to put the cash alternative up yourself, then that's fine.
Already, straight away, in true troll fashion, I know some people are having a normal debate, so this isn't aimed at the nice people that don't quite understand what we mean. The competition still stands as the lodge and £10,000. But if you don't want to take that, there's now a £100,000 cash alternative. So it's up to the winner. And I know everyone's going, but that's not fair. You've changed it. We haven't. All we've done is add on a £100,000 cash alternative option.
So the choice.
It's a choice. So you can take the lodge and the 10 grand and the 25 grand up front for renting it out through the park. That whole package is worth 280 grand. There's no hiding that. We told you that from the beginning. But what we can afford is as a business, because we don't want that lodge. We don't know,
We've already got the lodge
next to it. So as a company, the only money that we can offer is £100,000, and that's from Bounty Holiday. That's our other company, and that's us maxed out because we've just got another property in Whitehaven which we've just purchased. So. But we're telling you, and we know people are starting to get all confused, saying, well, I didn't sign up for that. If it lands on you and you want the lodge with 10 grand, take the lodge and 10 grand. No one's telling you to take the 100 grand. That's an option. And it's someone laughed and goes, it's because you haven't sold enough entries. As a business, where there's nowhere near the amount of money it took in for that competition to cover the lodge. So we now have to think as a business, right? Well, what do people actually want? Do they want a cash alternative? I put up a post which I've deleted because everyone started debating and arguing on it. And everyone said, yes, I would enter if you added on a £100,000 cash alternative. So we've done it. So there's no need to be upset at us. There's no need to carry on. There's no need to slag us off. There's no need to be angry. If you've entered for the lodge and the number lands on you, take the lodge and the cash. If you want to enter for the £100,000 cash and you weren't entering for the lodge, then take part because there's now a £100,000 cash alternative. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is just how a business works. It's so we don't do sales, we don't do mini draws, but it's liking it to, say, Tesco's. If they're not selling stuff.
We could have easily went, boom, half price. But I wouldn't do that because then people that have bought the entry at full price wouldn't be happy that they've bought an entry for $9.99, but now you can buy it for like $4.99. You know what I mean? It's not fair.
Yeah. So there's no sales, no mini draws. All we've done is put a cash alternative in there, but the main prize is still there if you want it. So then it appeals to everyone, and this goes to all the people that say, I don't know why you do cash alternatives. This is exactly right, because not everybody wants the prize. And as a business, if it isn't something that everybody wants and the competition doesn't even at least break even, how long do you think we can go as a business until we have to give up? because I tell you what, I wouldn't want to be taking any more big hits like we're about to. I don't think we'd be able to as a company. So that's why we've added on this £100,000 cash alternative. So
the GTR's got a cash alternative on
and
it.
that's nowhere near sold. I'm not, it is what it is. The draws go ahead regardless. But from a business point of view, I think we had to put on £100,000 cash alternative. God knows if the winner takes it, what we're going to do with the lodge. We'll probably just have to try and sell it because we don't want another lodge to rent out. We're only doing it to give you guys an opportunity to win either £100,000 or a lodge for £9.99, and B, obviously, it does help ticket sales for the people that are saying it. So
yes,
there you go.
So obviously having the cash alternative, there's then people that are entering because they want £100,000. That is fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, not everyone can take on a six berth. It's a 2-bedroom, but a huge lodge.
Mm-hmm.
We have to tell you that lodge package is worth over £280,000.
Mm-hmm. So it's a no-brainer. Take the lodge. We keep telling you on every live, to take the cars and sell them, they're worth more. Take the lodge and sell it, it's worth more. We can't emphasize it enough, but for the people that are coming out the woodwork now, it's only ever when things seem like they're not going well, the hit is absolutely.
There's a crisis out there. Yeah. People can't afford their bills. So people that are laughing, then good for you. I hope you can afford your gas and electric, because there's people out there that can't, and that means competitions.
They take the £100,000. That would pay for 10, 15 years worth of gas and electric.
It means businesses are then having to think about what they can do to keep their business afloat, keep their staff in a job, and keep things going. Yeah. We want to continue doing these good prizes, but you guys don't see that behind this, we're sat going, right, what can we do so that things are cheap for people enter?
Yeah.
What can we
Always
do
researching.
that prizes that people can really use? Because at the end of the day, do you want to win a boat? No, because right now, can you afford to run a boat? Probably not. Because
so you would take the cash alternative, It's always one of them, and people always, apart from this lodge, which we would have to then try and sell, people think that we keep the cars and sell them on and that to make more money, and that we don't. We give them to a trader, and the trader makes money. We're keeping a lot of other businesses afloat with doing what we do here at Bounty, changing your lot's lives and bringing lots of business to the local area. It's not
but we tried it. We tried it. Everyone said that they wanted us to do the lodge without a cash alternative, and we tried it. And we've got 4 days to go on it. Yeah,
and it's not looking good. But like I say, the draw will go ahead regardless. I know everyone's been really supportive and that, we understand, but straight away, messages to the page, people being nasty on the posts, laughing because they said, oh, your bubble's burst, you start to fail and all this. I don't give a shit what you think out there. You think you can get to me and get inside my head. I don't give a shit. Bounty will keep going. Just because this one's failed, it doesn't mean that any of the other competitions are, because we're just going to keep going.
Yeah.
We're going to make it cheaper. We're going to do better prizes, stuff that people want, so you can go off, think what you want, and laugh with your pals and all the rest of it. We don't really give a shit what you think. We're doing it for these amazing people that take part and want to change their lives. So stick that in your pipe and smoke it. Wendy says, simple, if you don't want the prize, don't enter. Either prize, the £100,000 or the lodge, that's what's up for grabs. Onwards and upwards. Kerry says, you're far from filming. We have, unfortunately, on this one on the GTR. I'm not going to lie, it's crazy, but like I said, it's not going to be the end of us. Like, we can't continue to do that, but we've taken what you guys want, and that's 99p cars and cheap entry fees and more economical cars. So we'll move on from it, but we just wanted to explain the cash alternative of £100,000 on the lodge is there if you want, but we've told you a million times, there's 35 grand and a £250,000 lodge up for grabs with £10,000 worth of furniture, a hot tub, and site fees paid for the year. And that would be the better option if you're in a position to do it. If not, and you just want the £100,000, just take the £100,000 and spend it on whatever you want to change your life. It's a life-changing win either way. So onwards and upwards. Carl says, F them, Carvin lads, you're doing good. Cheers, pal. Like I say, without the support of you guys over the years, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing at the level that we are. We've quite clearly messed up and picked the two wrong prizes at £9.99 as well.
I did say no more super prize right now.
So that's my fault. But the lodge, it was one of them, and everybody says, I don't know why you bother doing cash alternatives. This is why I think our business would have probably stopped trading about a year ago if we didn't put cash alternatives on the prizes, because not everybody can afford to run the cars, not everybody can afford to run the lodge, not everybody can afford to keep the prizes, so that's why they take the cash. And it's a winner's choice. I can't emphasize that enough. It's up to the winner what they do. If they want to enter for the cash, then why is that a bad thing? If they want to enter for the prize, why is that a bad thing? It's a winner's choice. Everybody has choices in life, and we're offering you the chance to win £100,000 or a nice lodge with 10 grand. So get involved, guys, if you want. But there you go. That's your explanation. And for now, that's all I've got to say. You don't normally see me in a serious mood, but soon as I start getting a load of hate on social media, I just feel like I need to explain myself. So yeah, calm down, everybody. It's a prize. That's all. Relax. Woosa. Calm down. It's just a prize.
So
either 100 grand or a lodge. Just calm down.
the lodge is still up for grabs at $9.99. The price has not changed. Nothing has changed. The only thing that has changed is that if you get that phone call, you get the choice of whether you want a lodge and £10,000 worth over 280 grand, and you can rent it out, and the park will give you 25 grand if you give them the keys to rent it out for 1 whole year. You'll get that handed to you as soon as you give them the keys. Or you can take 100 grand, put that in your pocket, and do whatever you want with it. And so be it. If you get that call, I really don't think you're going to be bothered that there was a cash alternative on it if you're taking the lodge. Because if somebody else wins the lodge, then you didn't win the lodge.
Yeah.
So
well explained.
$9.99. Get involved. There's a cash alternative on the lodge of 100 grand. There's a cash alternative on the GTR of 70 grand, where there has always been. The car is obviously worth more than the 70 grand, but you might not have a license. You might not be able to get insurance, or you just might not be arsed about selling it and want 70 grand.
It's up to the winner. It's
Do
a winner's
what you
choice.
want.
So yeah, cheers, guys. Thank you. We're better off coming on alive and showing people what we think about the situation, how we feel about it.
Yeah.
You know, not everybody's going to agree. There's a lot of people out there that don't like us. That's been apparent for the last 2 years since we started. You know, it only gets,
I like it.
only gets worse and worse as time goes on, the more haters you get. But the majority of you, the ones that understand that are commenting now and probably will watch this back thinking, what the hell's going on? Like I say, it is, we can only just explain on a live what a cash alternative means.
You can still use the lodge, by the way, just because there's loads of people asking. So if they give you 25 grand, you could still book certain, so like you could probably get a couple of holidays throughout the year, but obviously if they've got bookings to book it up, then they'll need to book it up, but you will still get to use the lodge throughout that whole year as well. But yeah, we just thought we'd come on and explain. It's better explaining it than writing it down.
Because then you can sit arguing with people that don't understand. Well, we don't argue here. We debate with people on the post because we're professional. But there's people think that we've took away the prize and now offering only 100 grand. No, the lodge is still there, and it's a winner's choice. What they want, whatever their circumstances. Yes, you can take dogs as well, John.
If you want it, you can take
your
dogs.
You can live in it as well, as long as you've got another address and all that. But I just hope that's understood. I hope it hasn't come across the wrong way. Obviously, I am a bit freaked off because we've done nothing wrong at all. All we've done is say, well, there's now an option of 100 grand. And I know people are going, but the lodge is worth this and you're only offering that. Again, we will explain. We can't offer anymore as a business. I wish we could, but we can't, and it's only an alternative. Take the lodge and sell it. So yeah, Stuart says the $9.99 for 100 grand or a lodge is a win-win. So there you go. Well done, Stuart. Thanks for understanding. It's life-changing either way. So just have a think what you want if it does land on you. So just don't worry about anything. Everything's fine. But the amount of people that come out the woodwork when they think that something's gone wrong, it's unbelievable. Sad little people that are sitting watching, waiting for things to go wrong. And the fact that they watch when they don't like us is even more laughable. You're not a hater, you're a fan. So cheers for that. Okay, we're going to leave it at that, guys. We're going to do a live a little bit later on of the cars that's in the unit, and we'll go from there. Have a good rest of the day. I hope you all understand where we're coming from. I hope everyone understands about how it works. The prize is still up for grabs as it was. And If you don't want it, then it's £100,000. Okay.
Okay.
See you all soon. Thanks.